everybody. Yes, it's me, Jim Johnson, and my good friend and Blood Bowl legend, Bob Bifford, who'll be bringing you today's game.
It's gonna be another killer, Jim.
I hope so, Bob. I hope so.
You've got to wonder if it's worth playing this match.
Yes, there's a gulf in class between the two sides. Perhaps they're real suckers for punishment. The players are ready. They can start to move forward.
Yep, upside down. That's one way to look at things. These exotic Blood Bowl players are fairly new to the game, Jim.
Yes, Bob. They mesmerize me every time they enter the pitch.
Ah, yeah, Jim. These Lustrian Amazons sure have added some flavor to the game.
Look at that. Wow.
Oh, wow! Ow!
Look over there. Some cute little elf beauties are selling Big Moot sandwiches in the stands.
Hey, I'm off to get one. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
And so now you like Big Moot sandwiches?
Ah, no way! A little elf beauty, yeah. Poetry in motion.
What we'd like to see
More often.
And don't forget, children, don't try and do this at home. Remember, these are seasoned professionals.
Well, one of them is anyway. The coach should buy her some trifocal glasses.
it true that most of the Amazon team's devoted fans consist of young men, Bob?
Not at all, Jim. I've heard a large portion of their fan base consists of disgruntled homemakers and countless scores of former Bloodweiser babes.
Aha! That would explain why the Amazon fans have their own fans themselves.
He's recovered the ball.
Did you hear about the Evil Gits? The team that is made up of the mix of evil players?
Their fans won the Most Evil Supporters of the Year award. Fully merited from what I've seen.
Down and eat the dust. It's good for you.
Did you know, Jim, that the Tlax Warriors were the first people to win the Zlatan Cup back in 2491?
You mean no one else had won the cup before, Bob?
No, Jim. It was the first time a non-lizard team participated in the Lustrian Cup, and the Amazons took it by storm and grabbed the trophy from Sotek's word. Yep, upside down. That's one way to look at things.
Nice start.
That should be part of a catching masterclass.
Today's insight comes from Jaime Schnivel, coach and owner of the Goblin Lowdown Rats team. In yesterday's Spike magazine, he said that Blood Bowl was like war. No winners, just survivors.
Oh, now that's deep. About as deep as his team's position in the rankings.
Looks like there was some bad blood between those two, hey, Bob?
Yeah, Jim. Something to do with swapped body parts. Just a few yards to go. Touchdown! The ball goes skywards and the match is on.
What finesse, what style, what perfection.
What a hammer blow!
We don't see much of the heroes of lore these days.
I don't know.
For any spectators who aren't aware, the heroes of lore hope to show the world a better way by honest, strategic play on the pitch.
It's probably a good thing we don't see them. Corruption is so widespread that the Referees Guild has set out rules concerning where, when, and how one can accept a bribe.
Under an agreement signed last season, clubs are not allowed to offer less than the going rate.
In a game as physical as this, the player is really in the right place.
Exactly. It's really ugly.
Wow! I can tell you straight, that hurts.
Oh, the Amazons!
Yes, Jim. Scantily dressed women that hit first and ask questions later.
Yes, Bob, I just wish there were more women like that.
Don't we all, Jim? Don't we all?
Ew, slime balls, diseases, rotting flesh. To some, it's a beautiful sight, Bob.
Don't forget the smell, Jim.
Oh, really? Thanks for reminding me. I didn't notice that pungent, acrid stench of death and bile. God, bleh!
Did you know the Nurgle rotters went missing in the Sea of Ice in '88?
That's right, Bob. They drifted for years, all the players frozen stiff in huge blocks of ice.
Until some local fishermen boarded the vessel and brought it southwards. Once defrosted, they were quickly back in business.
That's right, Bob. By the time the boat arrived back to shore, the crew had become devoted fans, and the ship's cat transformed into a beast of Nurgle. It looks like nothing can stop the Nurgle's rotters.
Incoming!
Well, it is a violent sport.
Boom! In the face, and then followed by a clean uppercut. Well done!
Every now and again, Blood Bowl throws up a real mixed bag of a team.
Like the Motley Horde, that's made up of a bunch of misfits.
Yeah, can't be easy to coach those cast-offs every day of the week. Ouch! Oh, he's knocked him senseless.
You're assuming then that he had something between his ears to begin with.
What violence!
Yes! It's a great spectacle, Bob. That's one regulation clobbering. She sent him down for a chat with the Astrogranite. Did you hear about the Venus man-eaters, Bob?
Oh, yes, Jim. I think everyone knows about man-eaters.
Oh, I'm scared, Bob.
So is everyone with proverbial coconuts.
That's one regulation clobbering. Wizards have not always been able to cast spells safely from behind the sidelines. Were you playing at the time in an Albion League, a second division that prohibited spellcasting from off the pitch?
Oh, yes. They were great times. I remember fans traveling to games just to see how well Wizards stood up to the mad charge of a raving Blood Bowl star. The noise created by a sizzling fireball, followed by the characteristic sound of the snapping of a wizard's neck.
we go, Nurgle style again, Bob.
Who can argue with some high-quality infectious foul play, Jim?
Indeed, Bob. Sure is funny to see the opposition trying to stay healthy when they play against a Nurgle team.
That's true, Jim. I think we're lucky commentating and watching the game from afar, Jim.
You can't say much about that.
Full-blooded but perfectly legal.
That player's seeing stars now.
Funny for someone that wasn't really that bright.
That face job is a lot cheaper than a plastic surgeon.
I don't know if he planned it, but it won't do him any harm in the looks department.
Did you know one of the most unsportsmanlike Nurgle teams out there is the Decayed Renegade?
Oh, yeah, Jim. And they have a large appetite for foul play.
Let's hope for some of that action today, Bob.
Indeed, Jim.
You can't say much about that.
Full-blooded but perfectly legal. You think he'll be able to get up after that blow, Jim?
Oh, yes. He's not the sort to stay down. Well, that's one with a good reason to go see the apothecary.
Yep, looks like he's gonna need a good one.
He's got the ball!
She intercepted the ball.
Beautiful work, Bob.
What the? First half is over already.
It can't be.
Yep, they're heading back to the changing rooms.
Well, see you in a few minutes, Bob.
Those fans have used the halftime pause to tank up on troll juice, to rebuild their arsenal of rocks.
Oh, good. So, now the match can restart.
Nurgle, Nurgle, Nurgle. Why are Nurgle teams always so popular, Bob?
Because all their fans are infected, Jim.
That's it. The ball's in play. There's gonna be trouble. Ball taken with consummate ease.
He's very good with the ball.
To some, it's a beautiful sight, Bob.
Don't forget the smell, Jim.
Oh, really? Thanks for reminding me. I didn't notice that pungent, acrid stench of death and bile. God, bleh!
Now there's one that won't be coming back in a hurry. The Referees Guild has decided to hire a bodyguard for each game.
Another brilliant idea. And just how effective will one bodyguard be against a stadium full of supporters?
True, could be a bit one-sided.
What violence!
Yes, it's a great spectacle, Bob.
That's what happens when a pro crosses an amateur.
Yes, splodge.
Nice left punch, right on the nose.
Sure was, Jim. It's broken now.
The Blood Bowl annals are littered with stories of teams who've gone bust with crippling debts.
And with the cost of doping and bribery on the rise, the problem won't be going away.
And that player is definitely dead.
There's no such thing as definitely dead, Bob. Just you remember that.
Did you know one of the most unsportsmanlike Nurgle teams out there is the Decayed Renegade?
Oh, yeah, Jim. And they have a large appetite for foul play.
Let's hope for some of that action today, Bob.
Indeed, Jim.
What finish, what style, what perfection.
What a hammer blow!
It seems this player does all the talking with the fists.
And they clearly know how to get heard.
Here we go, Nurgle style again, Bob.
Who can argue with some high-quality infectious foul play, Jim?
Indeed, Bob. Sure is funny to see the opposition trying to stay healthy when they play against a Nurgle team.
That's true, Jim. I think we're lucky commentating and watching the game from afar, Jim.
Nice left punch, right on the nose.
Sure was, Jim. It's broken now.
A recent medical report stated that cerebral hemorrhages were less frequent in Blood Bowl players. Amazing when you come to think of it.
Not really, when you consider that brains are also less frequent. Great pass.
Textbook stuff.
It's in the pocket, or should I say in the hands.
Now's the moment for him to give it his all.
Run! Blood Bowl is reputedly the toughest of all sports.
So they say, but it really only comes down to taking a few hits.
He sent him down for a chat with the Astro Granite.
Doping is really endemic in this sport.
Isn't it written into the game rules? Finally, there's one that lets his biceps do the talking.
Yeah, but from his opponent's point of view, it was a short conversation.
And the referee has given it. It's definitely a touchdown. They have to score. They did it!
Excellent! A nice run. They really deserve that.
Three, two, one.
Bust up! Good recovery. Is it true that most of the Amazon team's devoted fans consist of young men, Bob?
Not at all, Jim. I've heard a large portion of their fan base consists of disgruntled homemakers and countless scores of former Bloodweiser babes.
Aha! That would explain why the Amazon fans had their own fans themselves. And don't forget, children, don't try and do this at home. Remember, these are seasoned professionals.
Well, one of them is anyway.
Incoming!
Well, it is a violent sport. Just look at the fans. They're red hot. A majority of supporters reckon that the league should take measures to prevent the small minority of peaceful fans from watching a match from the terraces.
They've got a point. If they don't want to join in the fun, they might as well stay home and watch it on Cablevision. The ball is in his hands. I think she's singing him a lullaby.
What? Right on the spuzzle.
He'll have a bit of trouble blowing his nose from now on.
As soon as he throws his first punch.
We know the opponent will be out for lunch. I've heard of teams that have simply disappeared after being abandoned by their supporters.
Let's say that some teams who haven't won a match for several years have been tied up by their fans and thrown into rubbish containers.
It's the only way to end a downward spiral.
Did you know, Jim, that the Tlax Warriors were the first people to win the Zlatan Cup back in 2491?
You mean no one else had won the cup before, Bob?
No, Jim. It was the first time a non-lizard team participated in the Lustrian Cup, and the Amazons took it by storm and grabbed the trophy from Sotek's word.
That's what happens when a pro crosses an amateur.
Yes, splodge.
This player really strong. Do you think they have some troll blood in them?
Could be. Or maybe his opponent shouldn't speak that way about the family.
Down and quite stunned, apparently.
Oh, a few slaps in the face and anybody can wake up instantly.
There was a time when the colleges of magic hadn't yet ruled on limiting wizard assistance to teams.
Who could forget the infamous 2472 Quagmire incident, when rampant spellcasting caused the entire Bright Crusaders Stadium to sink into the earth?
Nobody could forget that. People were blinded for miles around the stadium.
Just look at the fans. They're red hot. A majority of supporters reckon that the league should take measures to prevent the small minority of peaceful fans from watching a match from the terraces.
They've got a point. If they don't want to join in the fun, they might as well stay home and watch it on Cablevision.
Right in the face. The other guy couldn't dodge that one. Seems like they tried to pick something up, but it wasn't the ball.
Maybe they found a gold coin.
That match certainly went down well. Just look at the market guy.
What did you expect? It had everything. If those big brutes have any intelligence, they'll learn from this defeat that sheer power is not always the key.
True. If they concentrated more on getting the ball than getting the man, it would be a step in the right direction.
Unforgivable defeat, Bob.
Right you are, Jim. They had plenty of the ball, but did nothing constructive.
If you won games by stringing together passes, they would have won hands down.
Unfortunately for them, it's all about getting the ball in the end zone.